Now then, everybody, Travis here again, and today's a return, I suppose, and something different. So let's talk about doubts as a YouTuber. Let's go. So this video was sparked by a video I watched a couple of days ago by Elston. If you don't know who that is, I'll drop his link of the video up here, this side. I don't know which side it is or which way it works out to be. One of these up here somewhere, and you can check his video out. And this is about doubts as a YouTuber. And I think a lot of us have had these doubts. I know I myself have. Even some bigger names. I guarantee everyone's had doubts at some point about, is this the right thing? Are they doing the right thing? Is this where I want to go? Is this what I want to be doing? All these questions. So I'm kind of going to go over some of the stuff that Elston talked about and add some of my own things in there as well. As you know, I am currently at university and I'm doing a far wider range of things than I ever did before. And some of that has come over to my YouTube channel. The documentary I did last year about coronavirus, and I am so proud of that. It was fantastic. It's not the best thing in the world, but I'm proud of it. And after I spent ages editing it and everything else, I got to finally watch it back a few days later, and I was actually proud of what I'd done and how it came out. And the comments that I received for it also were brilliant. I kind of thought I achieved what I wanted to achieve, which was being as impartial as possible. I've done so many other things, and this is where my first doubt creeps in. Am I doing the right thing for the audience that I've built already? I've got like 1,300 subscribers. It's not a lot, and honestly didn't plan on ever having that. I think initially I wanted to be 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, whatever it is. Now I'm not so bothered because numbers don't make anything. I'd rather just make the things that I want to make. And I do feel a bit of guilt towards that sometimes, because I would like to cater to the audience and for the reasons why they came to my channel, but it's my channel, so it's a conflicting idea. It's a conflicting feeling between doing what I want to do and keeping everybody happy. And the reality is you can't keep everybody happy all the time. It just doesn't work. That's kind of why I've been quiet. I haven't done anything painting related in forever. I have got some painting videos coming up, but they come out when they come out because other things right now are more important to me. Because of how much I've got in the pipeline, this is another doubt that I had, whether doing YouTube was the right thing. Creative paralysis, I'd like to call it, because I've got so many ideas and so many projects I want to do and things I want to shoot and videos I want to make that I end up not doing anything. And I sit around and I ruminate on all these ideas that I've got and how I'm going to shoot them and where I'm going to go and who I can do this. And there's all these things that come in, and then you end up sitting down and going, is this really the right thing to be doing? Have I just wasted my time going to university? Have I wasted my time building the channel to what I've got to now mess it all up? There's so many doubts that come in with the creative process. So that paralyzed me for quite a while as well. Time's a massive consideration for me as well. I am at university. I have got 7 kids. I do work and I do other things as well, just to keep the bills being paid and keep ticking over. So do I really have the time for YouTube? And do I have time to focus and put the effort into making the video that I want to make? Or do I just put something out that I'm not happy with? And I think that was a big turning point for me, is no matter how long it takes, I won't put anything out that I'm not happy with. I won't do that anymore. I'm not just going to pump out videos for the sake of pumping out, which is absolutely contrary to what YouTube want you to do. If my life was less hectic, maybe I could do what YouTube wanted and be consistent, post every day for a week to get my videos embedded earlier so they are constantly coming out. That's one of the tricks that they tell you to do. Or do I just focus on making something good that I'm happy with, regardless of the content, regardless of anything else, regardless of how long it takes me to make it? So these are all things that play on my mind. Space has been a massive issue for me throughout all of this because I don't have any. I've got such a large family. Finding space, I wish I had the space that Luke does at Geek Gaming. He has got his own studio. That would be the ideal. I would be in absolute heaven, having the space, the peace, the quiet, everything to shoot videos whenever I wanted. But right now I don't have that. And so it's a battle in that sense as well. All these things mount up and they make you feel like what you want to do isn't worth it. But watching Elston's video made me realise that that's not the case. I watched his video and I was like, right, I'm going to do something. It motivated me. It showed me that I wasn't on my own in feeling this way. I jumped onto the computer. I made a new intro with just something I threw together with the things that I'd been learning at university. I thought, right, I'll try this. I'll do something different and not care about the outcome. If you are doing this for the right reasons, none of that matters. It doesn't matter if your videos don't get views. Yes, ultimately that's the goal and we'd all like more views, but if it doesn't, don't worry about it. If you are creating something and putting it out there, that should be enough all by itself. Spreading myself too thin was another contributing factor, should we put it. And I tried to have multiple projects going all at once. I have found ways to manage that. University again's come in handy because project management's a massive part of this. Using things like Trello, Milano have really helped me, and actually planning things out before. Even now as I'm filming this on the screen, I've got all my notes, little lines, things to remember to talk about while I'm doing it. Planning pays off, it really does. These are things that are doing things like this are going to help you in the long run and make it slightly easier, not perfectly easier, make it easier to create YouTube videos. Just spend a little bit of time, even if it's an hour or two, planning each video out instead of doing everything on a whim. Yeah, you could push content out on a whim day after day. I could probably pick up the camera, sit in front of it, chat nonsense for 20 minutes and then throw a video together, but I wouldn't be happy with it, and that's not what I'm about. Jealousy. Now, this is something that Elston also touched upon, and it's hard to admit this, but yes, I have been jealous of countless other YouTubers for a multitude of reasons. I got into, when I restarted this channel before, when I was just solely doing painting, I had been watching film and TV and cinematography and videography. It had always been a big passion for me. And I started to change that before I restarted this channel. And that was the goal for me, to make better quality videos, higher production, and create something that I was proud of. And I started doing that. And I spoke to people, and I have seen where that has led people like Luke's APS. And I'm not saying I'm the first, I wasn't by any means, but me and Luke have had in-depth conversations, and to see him take the information that we've both talked about and the shared information and absolutely run off to the moon with it, it's been amazing. But sometimes I'm like, God damn it, why couldn't it have been me? But I know that's my own fault. I know that's not putting the hours in because of my life. Sometimes it's not feasible. I haven't got the ability, having 7 kids, to do that as much. Understanding that the jealousy is there, it's normal, it's natural. Everyone gets jealous of someone or other for something. I thought for a long time it was because of my face. My face didn't fit. I'm not American. I've got terrible teeth. I've got a beard. I always look like a mess. I don't care. But I care about making good videos. So I think where I wanted to be was on the other side of the camera more than anything. And the last one is, I have a big family, a hectic life, and people depend on me for things. So YouTube can't always be my priority. Sometimes I wish it could be. I wish it could be my sole priority, but it can't. And accepting that and understanding it is part of the battle. One final question, and this is not because I am going to use this information to adjust how I do my YouTube channel at all, because I have decided I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do. If people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. And I really can't be bothered by that anymore. But understanding how you guys feel about this, and if you turn around to me and say, I'm no longer going to subscribe for this, that's fine. It's completely on your terms. So one final question for you guys, and this is more for my own benefit than anything else, so just bear with me, indulge me in this, and I want to know why you watch creators on YouTube. Do you watch them for the specificity, or do you watch them because you like who they are as a person, and it doesn't really matter what they do or what content they put out because you like that person? And are you more inclined to stick around if someone does the same thing repeatedly, or once again, does it not matter what they do? So drop a comment down below, let me know what you think about that, and yeah, that'd be interesting for me. So I think I've waffled on enough at this point. If there's anything, any piece of advice I could give you about the doubt and how to deal with it, is watch Elston's video for a start off, because that helped me out massively. Understanding that you're not alone, that everyone goes through this, everyone feels like this at some point, it's thing. This is why I'm doing it, because there's going to be some people who see Elston's video and some people see mine. Just don't worry about it. Try not to worry. Make the content you want to make. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about numbers or money or any of that stuff. Just go out, make the videos you want to make on the things you want to make. We've got loads of stuff coming up. We've got painting, we've got mixed reality, we've got camera reviews over this thing that I've got now that I absolutely love. It's fantastic. So loads of stuff coming out. I'm not going to promise you a time frame when it's going to come out. It comes out when it comes out, and you're going to have to deal with it. We've got drone footage, and I'm going to show you why this is possibly the greatest £300 I ever spent ever. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, that's enough for today. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all the usual stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Travis out. Peace. It's about the 9th time I've done this now. I need a big studio. I need a bigger boat. Oh, I tell you what, my background's looking good now. I feel like a pro YouTuber, and there's nothing pro about me. It does look good though. It does look good. I need something for there. What up, man? I'm busy, I'm filming. I need Mum's cable. It's been 64 years. Downstairs. Salt's downstairs. What's all the weird posing? What's the arms going? That's not enough space. I'm so cramped here.